Welcome to Blokettes. How are you doing today? It's Danny Stewart from BassJapanDirect.com with a quick naked sound review on this. This is a FGN Fretless bass. So this is the Neoclassic series. I'm just on the rear pickup, just noodling around with this. Yeah, it's nice. That's rear pickup with the tone about halfway. Take the tone all the way down. So that's nice and warm and silky, kind of smooth sound. It's a 60s position rear pickup there, and this model is called, if I remember rightly, the model number is NK120FL or something like that. So these were like 120,000 yen, brand new. This was made in the mid 2010s, and it's in very, very nice condition. B plus. Has some tiny little blemishes and scratches here and there. You have to look hard to find them. Yeah, if it wasn't for a couple of little tiny little things, there's a blemish on there somewhere. It would be A rank otherwise if it wasn't for those tiny little things. Yeah, I mean, it's negligible damage. Not really worthy of that much note. So yeah, it's a very well made instrument. It's an older body. It's like a JB62 spec rosewood fretboard. 22 frets on this one. 20 frets on this one. 12, 15, 17, 19, 20. Yep. And 60s position pickups, as I said. Let's go with the rear pickup full up. These pickups are Alnico, and I believe they're pretty much the same as Fender Japan issue. Yeah, it's nice. It's got a sweet sound. It's quite clear. Pickups are quite clear and detailed. Which is nice for a fretless because it picks out the high frequencies nicely, and gives you a kind of clear and sort of bell-like tone. It's got a beautifully done fretboard. It's with the line inlays there, which are done in maple. Yeah, it's very precisely done. It's well finished. It's got a nice epoxy coating. It's nice and hard wearing. You got a good fit on this, although it's not. I wouldn't say it's as tight as a gnat's chuff. It's maybe as tight as a fly's chuff. If you're familiar with that terminology, it's a little bit crass, I know. If you're not familiar with it, don't worry about it. But basically, it means that it's got a good fit and finish. but it's maybe not as good. You know, they use CNC routers there. It's not as good as like say like a handmade what we got back here, like a Dragonfly, for example, where that's tight as a gnat's chuff. You can't see even a micron of distance there. It's just made to perfection by hand. So it's hand, well, not hand routed with a little router. It means they use a routing machine, but they guide it all by hand properly, and then they finish the joint with files and stuff to the nth degree to get it absolutely perfect. So yeah, it's not quite that level of finishing, but it's not far off. And yeah, let's listen to it balanced. That's nice. Yeah, that's balanced with the tone up. I know you're not going to slap on a fretless, but for the sake of it. Very nice. So it's got a nice, clear, well balanced sound. If we go on the front pickup, let's do it with the tone down. And then let's take the tone all the way up to the front pickup there. I found the front pickup is quite sweet, isn't it? It's quite, again, this bass has this sort of clarity, which is a little bit bell-like. It's a sort of, how can I say, it's not exactly... that to the rear again. Back to the front. And then balance, same thing. Well, there you go. Hopefully that will give you a good idea of what this bass sounds like tonally. For me, the build is a lot better than a Fender Japan standard, because they would have like a three-piece body and it wouldn't be so well matched. And this, you've got a nice piece of alder which has got nicely selected grain, and it matches well as well. It's two-piece, and you can barely see the seam, so that's nice. And the fit, like I said, is very good. The nut is perfection, so well cut. You've got truss access here at the top. You've got good quality tuning pegs. These are GB2. I think these might, it doesn't say Resolite on them, but it feels like the headstock's fairly light. And you've got the Gotto 203B bridge there, which is maybe twice as thick as a standard Fender L plate. You know, it's a brass plate, this one, so that's it's definitely a cut above a Fender Japan, in my opinion. Yeah, so doesn't have the Fender headstock. It's their own kind of beak shape headstock, but the quality of the neck is equally as good. And like I said, yeah, I think the body is a bit better than you get on a Fender Japan, and the hardware is better as well. So yeah, overall it's really better. It's really a better instrument. So I recommend it, really. These are not very common to find, though. These were discontinued back in the mid-2010s, and as a result, now if you find one used, it tends to be going for almost not far off what it used to be new. So like this one, for example, was about 100,000 yen, which was a little bit of a surprise to me. I thought I'd be able to find a Fujigen for cheaper than that, but not for this particular model. You know, other fretted models in the same range in the NK series, in this neoclassic series, are cheaper because, well, they're more common. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, it's a very, very nicely done instrument. So yeah, if you're interested in finding one yourself, for yourself, you could use my Bass Hunter service, although I don't know how easy it's going to be to get another one of these, because they're, as I say, they're discontinued, and this was the only one I could find. And you know, prices are not, you know, they're not as low as I thought they would be for the Fujigen brand. So anyway, I'll stop waffling, and yeah, if you find the video useful and informative in any way, do let me know by giving me a like, giving the video a like, a thumbs up, and follow my channel. And you know, if you disapprove of this video for some reason, by all means give it a thumbs down, and let me know why. Alright, so that's it. It's the Fujigen Fretless NK120FL, I believe it's called, but don't quote me on that. And it's probably sold already, so, but I mean, do watch this space, or follow my Shopify or Instagram as linked in the video description, as it might list. It just depends on the customer's final decision. Alright, cheers guys, I'll talk to you again soon, and take care.